Dermot, we travel to Stevenage tomorrow looking to get back to winning ways in the league.
Yeah, I hope so. It's a tough lesson last week, I thought, against a very good club, and I think the boys will be ready for Stevenage.
You mentioned after the game last week that you were going to give some of the boys a day or two off to go home and see their families. They've had some rest time this week, haven't they? And that must be good for them.
I hope so, yeah. The training was really perfect yesterday, the high level intensity and the commitment between both teams. We had a 9v9 game and I was really pleased with that level, and it was nice now to have to pick the team for tomorrow.
It was tough last week. What were the main things that you took from the game at Fratton Park?
Well, I think that we started off with a game plan and we didn't play to that game plan, and errors happen. How players deal with it, and I spoke to them in the week, and we review the game together, and I think it's how players take on board when errors happen, what they do about them. So I'm pleased with talking to certain players about their performance, how they've responded. I hope so. I think the expectancy to win is always on. People have their opinions, and the thing about football fans, when you pay your money to come in, you have your opinions. For me, as long as they're constructive criticism, it's not a personal thing, and the bottom line is we support Crawley, we want to get behind the team. If it's a lack of effort, I fully understand that, and sometimes I think it's opinions, and opinions are people's opinions, and that's it. I far prefer to have a majority of people supporting us through thick and thin, because that's what supporters are. They stay with you.
You brought in a new face on deadline day, Kaby Djalo. What can he bring to the side? Competition for place in the midfield, and what are his strengths?
Well, I think on the ball he's very good technically, and he can turn us and get us going forward, and hopefully play penetrating passes, which I think is what we've been lacking in the final third. And he stays in the game. He's very experienced. He's travelled and played across countries, and I think it's a great acquisition for us.
And just finally, we mentioned we're off to Stevenage tomorrow. What are you expecting from them? They had a big win last weekend. What are you expecting from the game?
Well, I think Stevenage have had a meteoric rise. I remember when they were Ryman 2, I think many years ago, and I think Darren Sala's been within that club, within the fabric of when they've had some big cup wins and promotions, and I think Darren understands what that club is about, and I think he's got them firing. And I think we've got to match them mentally first. If we don't do that, then we won't get in the game. And I think when you go to Stevenage, they're going to come at you, and we've got to match that.